everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you to join us into this webinar. And now we'll talk about what was changed, what keep the same, will not have any change regarding 2016 VDA 6.3 version. So, oops, not this one. Sorry. Always like this. You need a contingency plan. Okay, this is online, so without any change. So the first topic, the questionnaire, the process element, they are keep the same between consider P2 to P7. So we still have the same structure of the questionnaire. We don't have any change. We'll see some little change, but in other topics, not regarding the process elements. The P1, the potential analysis, exists, kept, and the application that we'll see in the next slides. Some comments regarding the questionnaire. So some of process elements keep the same questions, the same number of questions, but nevertheless, you will see that some process element have a little change, okay? But who knows the VDA 6.3 from the last version, we will see that the structure, the way it's the same. So also the turtle diagram, as you remember, some of you that have the training with us, the turtle diagram, we're looking for the inputs of the process, material research, human research, the work content, the efficiency of the process, outputs, still the same. Still the approach used to identify the risks, the issues in the process elements, okay? So, and also the application or this tool to help us during the audits can help us to identify risks, deviation between process, for example. So this approach do not change anything. We keep using this turtle diagram to help us to our audits and even to prepare the audits and even consider the training, even to exercise during the training also.
Also, regarding the evaluation method of the individual questions, it also remains unchanged. So the well-known 10, 8, 6, 4, and 0, these scores are kept the same, and these are the scores that allow us to identify the level of deviation of each question. Also, we should take into consideration that if a question is not answered, is not addressed, we should state the reason and comments about it. This is also related afterwards. We will see with the two-thirds rule.
Okay. So regarding the overall compliance level, or the level A, B, or C, in this case, we keep the same, the three levels, okay? So nevertheless, let us remind the levels. So to be A, the overall compliance, or the EG percentage will be bigger than 19%. To be a B, so the total number of points or the percentage will be bigger than 80% and less than 19%, and a C less than 80%, 80 points, okay? We will see the same rules. Nevertheless, maybe we can ask, will we make the answer and the start question, all downgrading rules? Yes, we are looking for this, but without those rules. If you're looking now for downgrading rules, we can say there is no change. So let us remind some of those downgrading rules then came from 2016 standard. For example, if you have in the final result of an audit, a process element or a process step, less than 80% will be a downgrading to a B. Or for example, another process element or process step less than 17% will be a C. This is two examples, but they are kept the same. In this case, they are the same rules. There is no change regarding those. But there are other downgrading rules regarding the star question. So, remind also the star question. The assessment criteria for those questions are the same. So I must assess, I must audit this star question as the same other question in the questionnaire, but they keep the downgrading rules in the final assessment. So in the case of star question with 4 points, in the end will be a B overall assessment or overall evaluation, or in the case of 0 points, we will have a C evaluation. But nevertheless, regarding the star questions, we don't have any change, yes, for now, but we'll see that we have some points regarding these questions.
Okay, and getting back to the already mentioned 2/3 rule, we must consider, as in the previous edition of VDA 6.3, that an audit result is only valid if we assess 2/3 of the questions of each element. So this is also something that is kept unchanged and that we should continue to follow.
And regarding the P1, the potential analysis. So in terms of applicability, we still make these potential analysis audits, evaluate new suppliers or new sites or new technology. So regarding this topic, we don't have any change. The question for P1 comes from P2 to P7, okay? Nevertheless, they are not all the questions, but some of them, okay? Regarding the individual assessment, we still using the traffic light assessment. So can we remind us red, yellow, or green assessment for each question? Okay. So in the case of a question without evidence that the requirements are fulfilled, will be a red assessment. In the case of a question with some deviations, will be a yellow. If you have a question, a criteria without deviations, without issues will be a green. In case overall assessment, we have the same rules. So if you have a final assessment of a P1 with one red question or red assessment in one question, will be a blocked supplier. Or, for example, a supplier with more than 7 questions in yellow will be, maybe can be nominated for a process has a supplier with less than 7 questions in yellow. So in this case, we don't have any change regarding the potential analysis.